Hello, assalamu alaikum, Suhaib.
Walaikum salam. How are you, brother?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just back from Mulur,
Hmm.
hometown.
Yeah.
It was a good time. But
Hmm.
yeah, now good to be back here, especially,
Yeah.
back in the routine.
Yeah, the wedding was nice. I mean, except for some food problems, most of it was good. I think I enjoyed the wedding a bit less than hanging out with, family, you guys, all of us being together. It was more about that for me than the wedding itself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That was, I think right now we're at a point where the immediate family, which is us siblings, is
Mhm.
more than enough, you know.
Yeah.
And the cousins, they're all kind of, having their own life. We're not in touch with them. So even the weddings are getting a little bit distant.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, true. Like when I realized, maybe I don't know if I mentioned this to you. Like after coming back here, it just hit me. I met the groom, yeah, like I talked to him and all, but I didn't meet the bride at all. I didn't even see her. It was like really that happened because during the wedding
Mm.
day, I had some urgent things from work, and like the rest of the days, she was like in the house. She was in her room, and I didn't want to go to her room and stuff. So it just happened that I didn't even get to see her or even talk to her. Like not even talk to her, just see her. But even in spite of that, it didn't feel incomplete. Yeah, it was nice seeing you guys, and especially like it was a surprise. I just mentioned to you
Yeah,
that Fatima and Huda are coming, and I mean they had a hint. They were thinking, oh, maybe Huda is
some
coming,
clues.
Fatima is coming, but they were not sure. Yeah, but then like as soon as we came in, mom was there, and she was like jumping with joy, like, yes, they're here. Yeah, yeah, it was fun.
Mm.
That was
Yeah, it
that
was
was a
good.
fun part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason we couldn't record for these weeks. We were
Yeah, I
traveling.
think, we should all, it's a good thing to take some time, and go and stay in the Mulur home for some time. A
Hmm.
good, getaway for all of us. And it's a good vacation home, to be honest.
Yeah. So me and
Yeah.
Fatima always think about this. Oh, we should go to Mulur, stay there, do work from home. But now with Huda and stuff, it's not that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were thinking, that what do you call? I think around 2 years back, we stayed there. It was nice staying there. There was no Huda at that point. At that point, 3 years back, sorry, not 2 years. 3 years
Yeah.
back, there
Yeah.
was a cousin's wedding, and we stayed there. I mean, you guys were there, and then you guys left, and then it was just me and Fatima. It was nice over there.
Yeah. You had gone to Coorg, I guess. Or is it?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Coorg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun. It was fun.
It's good.
Good things, bro.
Yeah.
Good things.
And yeah, even Sunaina came. So that was something,
No, it was
from
nice
far.
to.
It's not, yeah, regular that we meet Sunaina. It was fun.
Good, good. So, how's your changing the topic a little bit? How's your fitness journey going?
To be honest, the only thing that I do is I control my food, and I go on walks, long walks with my daughter with the stroller,
Hmm.
which is okay. I need to step up, but after we launch, which actually we're launching this week,
Okay.
we're done with the building. We're just trying to squash some bugs and those kind of things. I'll try to get back on the fitness thing.
Okay, we'll come back to
Yeah.
your business and how that is doing.
Yeah,
Good.
but I have lost. I think I told you I have stayed at below 90, so that's an achievement. I'm around
That's good.
88 now.
That's good.
So the weight loss is going good. So maybe I can reduce some weight and then get into it.
Good. So, you know about my weight loss journey. So, I'm around 73 now, 73,
Wow.
73 and a half. I mean, it's compared to last 2 months, it's been only like 1-2 kilograms less. So not a lot of change. Even body composition wise, not a lot of fat loss. One reason I feel like is I think this month, like last 30 days, let's say, I've not been working out as much as I was. So there was this travel, and then after travel, it's a bit difficult to get back into routine. And there's a lot of things happening at house. Like Huda is 2 now. She's crossed 2, and she
Terrible.
started her terrible truths. This one. So at one point she'll be like laughing, and then the next point she'll be like crying for no reason. So yeah, all these tantrums. Like
Mm.
some of the times she cries for like some dumb reasons. Like she has her toy spoon. Okay, she's like, I want to eat with my toy spoon only. And then, like, if we don't agree to her, she'll start crying and throwing a bit of this thing, and she'll not eat her food. So all of these things, and we have to explain to her, and she doesn't have any reasoning right now, so she doesn't listen to all that. So these kind of things, she'll have like something very weird, and then she'll make demands of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the rest, like, she laughs a lot, and she makes sentences now, and she loves, like, when she learns a new word, she just repeats it all the time. That's also
Mm.
good. So these things are keeping me busy. But yeah, workout side, like, I have started doing this thing. Okay, so kind of, let's say, two habits that I've started. So one is I started reading novels. So I recently finished, I think I've mentioned to this, Brandon Sanderson, Stormlight Archives. Remember? So I
Yeah.
finished the fourth book in the series, and it was amazing. And then I was like, okay, I need to get more into the lore of this guy. So I'm reading his other series, an earlier one. It's called Mistborn. You see it?
Oh,
Yeah, this is the third book in the series, The Hero of Ages. So I'm already at the third book and halfway through. I started it yesterday, so I'm hooked on. So what I do
wow,
is
that's quick.
yeah. So what I do is I have my let's say walking desk, walking treadmill. So I can stand on my desk and I can work, and I can stand on my desk and basically read the book. And I have the audio version as well. So I basically walk and read, and that has shown the results. So my average steps has increased dramatically over the past week or so. So kind of something I do for workouts in place. I do my regular workouts as well, not very consistently. But the walking part has, let's say, I'm doing at least 12,000 steps per day, which is not something I do regularly.
So, walking and reading a book, isn't that a little inconvenient?
No, the audio is there. So I might not pay full attention to the book itself. So since the audio is there, I might like skip through the book, skim through the book. The audio is the main, let's say, receptor for me. The book is there. I keep it on the desk so I can, it's not shaking around or anything.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
with 1.5 days, you can finish half a book. That's pretty quick.
Yeah. But yeah, it's because I was hooked onto it. And what do you say? Yeah, I'm just hooked on, and I'm going to finish it soon. So it's going to be done soon.
Okay. Great. Even
Last
Alia
book.
has bought this one, Stormlight Archives, but she
It's
hasn't read.
good. It's good. I would suggest her, if she can, to get the graphic audio version. It's really good. So it has, I think I've mentioned this to you. It has voice actors, it has like sound effects, and it has music and all when the theme is such. So it's nice. I mean, the same thing. This book also has the graphic audio version. So I root through along with the book and the graphic audio. So the graphic audio sometimes, I mean, in most cases, it skips up around. Like the character will say something in the book. It has to be said. Vin said this. Vin said. So in the graphic audio, they don't do all that. Like the voice
They
actor
just
will
have a
say,
dialogue. Okay.
huh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty convenient.
So those things, but I mean, those are not the biggest things. The biggest thing is like when the voice actor changes, you get to the theme, and yeah, it's good.
Hmm.
So this is like the new thing that I'm doing. Yeah, it's not a lot of calories or anything. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, walking is not a lot of calories. So, how long do you
Mm.
walk? Like, how long in minutes?
So I walk in bouts of like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Like I sometimes do higher, but then I feel, a bit tired or sweaty or stuff. So I don't want to continue for too long. So I used to do, I've done like 1 hour, but I don't want to do that again. I'll do like 15 minutes, uh, 10, 15 minutes. Also, one thing I've noticed is because I didn't used to walk this much before, and I suddenly picked it up. Like there's a little bit of like knee issues, like muscles. So my body's not used to such. So that's when I decided, okay, not to do long walks, but short walks, separate it out. That
Yeah,
helps
yeah,
out.
that makes.
Mm.
And you wear the proper shoes, and
Yeah,
that
I
is
wear the
important.
shoes and the treadmill. Yeah. So yeah, that's what is happening in my fitness. But other than that, yeah, swimming. It's been a while since I've gone swimming, and workout not very regular. Let's say 2 times a week or something like that on average.
What I was busy this week was one thing was getting health insurance for our parents.
Hmm.
So there's a good chance that our parents might have to come back to India, right? Um, you know, hopefully they are able to stay wherever they want. But if they choose to come back to India, or if they have to, I realize we need
Hmm.
insurance for them.
That's good. Yeah.
So at this age, also it's really hard to get. So we got an insurance. So it's important to have a private insurance outside your work as well. Because I was working at until now I was working all the time, right? So I always had insurance, but now since I'm not working, I realized I'm
Hmm.
not covered. What if Alia loses her job? She's not covered, and her baby's not covered. So I also got an insurance, private one, and we already have Alia's insurance. But so I realized that even our parents might require in the old age, you might
Yeah.
require more insurance. And after 65, they don't give insurance.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing. So we just got the since they're NRIs and things like that. There was a lot of things. So
So after 65, like you can't get insured at all. So you have to pay your bills.
actually, you have to pay 20% of your bills. It's 20% co-payment.
No, no. I mean after 65,
Yeah, you
you
can
have to pay
get insurance.
100%.
Premiums are still high,
Okay.
so it's better to get them onboarded to a regular plan and then move them to that.
Hmm.
So good.
Yeah.
That's something I feel I wanted to do for a long time, but yeah, did it finally.
That's good. Yeah. So insurance, this is like what me and Fatima also sometimes discuss. Like if we both quit our jobs, we'll have to get private
Insurance.
insurance. And in Dubai, it can get a bit expensive. But I think for our age, it's very cheap. Yeah. For our parents,
Yeah,
it's a
our
bit
age,
more
it's
expensive.
parents. It's
These are some things, right? Like right now, like for example, me and Fatima, we discuss, okay, if we quit job, like this is our expense right now. But some of the expenses we don't take into account, which is covered by the company. Like insurance is one example.
it
Yeah.
can bankrupt you. Something like a health, it won't
Yeah.
happen, but some health things can bankrupt you totally.
You feel better as well.
Yeah, it's a thing. I also buy
Yeah.
Apple Care for my whatever Apple device I buy Apple Care.
Hmm. Yeah. So, so I was getting this watch, right? So this is the only watch I didn't get Apple Care for. And then my logic was like, this is meant to be sturdy and other stuff. And if it's breaking, then there's a problem. I don't know. That's what I was thinking about when getting this watch.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you have to. It
Yeah.
should screen breaking, all that thing. It should prevent that, right?
Yes.
Recently, also, this guy came,
Hmm.
right? What's Alia's brother
Hmm.
came. So he has a top iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Hmm.
Okay, and in India, it's like more expensive than Dubai, right? He
Yeah.
dropped it and the screen broke in the holiday. But then he was
Dang.
all chill, bro. I have
Apple
Apple
Care.
Care.
Okay. It's there in Lucknow, like, but there are some,
Yeah.
what do you say,
The Apple
authorized
store is not
dealers.
there, but there are authorized sellers. So he just have to pay like 3,000 rupees for, screen protection.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah, that's the stuff. So another thing I wanted to discuss is, I mean, you mentioned barbecue. So, are you cooking some barbecue in your place in your balcony? I think it's last
No,
time we
no, I
discussed
was
that.
just this time we went to Mulur.
Hmm.
I also wanted to bargain. We did it once. It didn't have the same ring to it for some reason. Maybe because we didn't have the chicken was dry or something like that. So just You also wanted to do barbecue, right, this time, but we couldn't
Yeah,
because
there
of
was no
time
time.
crunch.
Yeah, there wasn't enough. We didn't have enough time. I mean, maybe better because wedding, there's a lot of wedding food going around, and on top of that, barbecue might not have been the best for our, what do you say, for our stomach.
Yeah, and yeah, like we have the barbecue, right? Like the barbecue thing. We installed a mesh Wi-Fi network, and we installed ACs in most of the rooms. So the
Mm.
house is like functional, but we only use it for the 3 days. So this time we were seriously discussing about Airbnb. You know how to set up an Airbnb and make the house pay
Mm.
for itself. So what do you think about that?
I think it's a good plan. It's a good plan, especially like during some peak seasons. We could do like when like our parents don't plan on visiting, and there's like a peak season.
Yeah,
People come to the area. I don't know what the peak season is. You could find out easily. We can do it.
yeah, makes sense. What else is new?
You tell me, bro. How's the company launch going?
So we are renaming our company to Kanak.
Mm.
Like I told you, right? It's Kanak means accounts in
Mm.
Berry counting, but we're naming it Kanak, and it's a obscure name for a non-Indian person. It might sound like some random name, right? It won't have a. I was a
It's a
little
bad
afraid
joke.
that
Mm.
it people will look at it and say it's very desi name. You know, I don't want it to be too desi, but I
Mm.
don't think it's gives off that desi vibe to a non-Indian.
Yeah, it is, and I like it's a palindrome. I like it.
Yeah, and on the this thing side, we have built the product, but I think there are some stability issues which I need to iron out. My co-founder is like, "Oh, we need to build this, we need to build that." I'm like, "No, we need to iron out some of the things that we have built. Make sure
Mm.
everything is. If somebody comes and like all the features are working, but if somebody comes and creates an account and like actual person
Mm.
starts a free trial mode, then what's going to happen? Are we collecting metrics? Are we collecting any failure rates? Are we looking at failure logs? Those kind of things. That's what I'm looking at right now. Some
Mm.
product analytics, right? Like what is the features that people are using? I want to set up that
Yeah,
before we get into customers.
like how the user journey is as well.
Yeah, it's called product led growth. That's what I wanted.
Understood. Like you want to know where are they going? Are they finding it easy to navigate the page? Are they facing any errors? Things like
Correct.
these. Mm.
Yeah, that we
Got
want to
it. Got
set.
it. Mm.
I think I want to start a free trial pretty soon, where people like, you can just go to connect.co,
AI.
or we have not bought the not AI. We're not doing AI. AI, the domain is quite expensive for some
Oh,
reason. The other
is
domains are
it?
quite cheap.
Have you gotten connect.com?
No, no, no. We
Oh,
can get
damn.
like where we nowadays people do like it's so saturated. People do like
Mm.
getconnect.com, tryconnect.com, meetconnect.com, those kind of things. To
Oh.
circumvent the
Connect.com,
domain.
by the way, redirects to x.com slash what? I don't know why it's redirecting to one person's profile. Very
Poston
strange.
sound.com. He has sound.com.
Yeah, so he's redirected it to his Twitter page. Okay.
Oh god. So we'll get something like connect.co or getconnect.com.
Yeah.
That
Connect.co is a catering service taken.
yeah, it's taken. I know that. But we'll get getconnect.com
Okay.
or tryconnect.com, meetconnect.com.
Yeah, those work. What was your reasoning behind changing the name?
So initially we started off the product as something like industry agnostic. Like then
Mm.
we went to one particular domain, right, which is accounting. So we wanted something. What do you think? Does clienter work?
I mean, client is fine. I don't see any issues with that. I mean, it's again, I mean, the name, one point when you grow enough, like the name doesn't matter anymore. It just
Yeah,
needs to
that's true.
associate with the brand. So for me, it's not a big deal. Like now, you don't have any clients or anything. So it's okay to change right now. But once you set up and then you make a decision, then you have to think hard. Right now, it's not like a major this one. Like you think about it, does it sound desi and all that? That's the stuff you need to be thinking about. That's all.
Yeah, that's what do people can easily pronounce it, spell it? Is it
Hmm.
easily misspelled? Those kind of things we need to worry about.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
And
Then
how's the weather in Dubai?
it's still hot and humid, so I don't feel like going out. And the days we go out, sometimes it just feels tiring, let's say. So on this weekend, we went out to a restaurant. We walked there, and then the day just felt a bit different. Let's say a bit more tired. So not the best weather. Yeah. How's it over there? Does it rain?
It started being a little hot nowadays in Bangalore. I mean, not as
Hmm.
Dubai hot, but compared to in July and all, August and all, it usually rains and is cool all the time. But this time it does not rain. It did not rain. The Bangalore's the rains are getting lesser and lesser every year.
So more water from the water tanks, the water
Yep,
mafia.
it's gonna get crazy in next March because there's no rain this time, right?
Yeah, the bore wells are all dry, so gotta get it from far away in those tankers. Yeah. Well, I think it's all climate change. Yeah, to do.
Yeah.
But the rain. I mean, the weather at Mulur was nice. Yeah, the rain and the last day that I was there, it was a bit hot. But other than that, the rain and everything is nice. Yeah.
Did you feel a little bit, you know, it was a very short trip, right, for you?
Yeah,
Like, did you feel that it
4
was
days.
too short?
It was short. See, my plan was to come alone, right? Like I wanted to keep it short so that I can come back here as soon as possible. But so just come for the wedding and come back. But then like in the last moment, Fatima decided she wanted to join. So I mean, I didn't want to change my plans or something, and then we just decided, okay, we're going to keep the same schedule. So we just stuck to it. If it was planned, let's say 1 month prior or something, then I'm sure we would have stayed longer, at least one up until the next weekend, like taken work from home or taken off or something. But since it was like spur of the moment thing, it was short, unfortunately. Even I felt like it was too quick. We could have
Mm.
stayed longer.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, bro. So are you actively tracking your calories every day? Like you're putting it on the app and
No,
making.
actually, a few days, some days I miss out. Like I start off well every day, but sometimes I miss a meal, then I realize, oh, like let's just not do it. But
Mm,
I actively try to eat less. That's something that I do
mm,
because once you start doing it, you realize, right? Okay, how much does each thing have?
mm.
So that has been good, but I
Good.
don't actively calculate. So I think I'm not as systematic as you, to be honest.
Mm.
I'm all over the
So,
place. So I need a way to, organize things. Make sure keep a clear headspace.
okay, okay. So I am very diligent in my tracking. Yeah, even today, like I didn't put my dinner because I'm not fully done. This is part of my dinner. Uh, so yeah, I do track it. So keep it to like 1650
You
calories.
you weigh every day.
Yeah, almost every day. Let's say one day I might skip, but it's not a big deal. So almost every day. So very consistent.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Suhaib, have you been following any US elections or anything of that sort? Did you have the time for that?
No, just the general pulse. Like you look at here things here and
Hmm.
there, right? It's like after the disastrous debate, and then Biden stepped down, right?
Yeah.
Democratic sub. It felt like, okay, Trump. There's no way Trump is gonna lose now. Now it's like, oh, okay, there's no way he's gonna win again.
I don't
So
know.
you never know.
Yeah. US elections, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on geopolitics. So
Oh, okay.
there's this guy Johnny Harris. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know him. He's very big.
Yeah. He's. I like recently I started watching a lot of it. He does a lot of geopolitics, right? So
Yeah.
those were my mealtime videos. So I think he's pretty good. He
Hmm.
explains it well with the map, and he does a very good job of creating those graphics in between, keep you engaged.
Yes, yes.
So what I realize is US is too powerful. Things that the United States is doing, it's they're leagues miles ahead, compared to anybody else.
Hmm. Yeah, he's a former, Vice, that channel.
Vox or
Vox.
Vice?
No, Vice. Vox is
Vice.
Vox Cinemas.
Oh,
Vice. So he was there as a reporter for them, and then he
yeah.
pivoted into what do you call a YouTube channel.
Yeah, there are like 3-4 people who did that same thing. They're their advice and then they created their own channel.
So he
Yeah.
was a journalist, and now he's become a YouTuber, a video journalist.
Mm.
So he had a name of sort. Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's all. So I'm right now. Most of my time is reading the book, which I'm let's say, because each of the book kind of end on a cliffhanger. It's very engaging. So it's very good. I mean, it's not the book ends. It's just it continues. The next book is like a continuation of the previous one.
So is it still going on or is it completed?
No, it's going on. I'm on the last book of this series, halfway through it.
No, I mean, has he released all the books? Is it
No.
concluded?
The Mistborn series kind of is concluded. His Stormlight Archives, in December, he's going to release the last book of this 5-book series. So he has planned 10 books for Stormlight Archives. Okay. And he's released already 4. And the 5th one is going to come out in December. So this is the 5th book. And the first 5 books have like all the same characters, and it follows one timeline. The next 5 books are going to be after some time gap. So this ends one, let's say, saga or something, and then next saga begins, but it's in the same world. It's set up in the same universe, let's say. That's how
There
it
is
is.
time always to do all these things, but somehow I can't find it. Maybe I'm procrastinating a lot.
I don't know, like for me, like for example, I listen to it on my commute, and like when I walk and I listen to it, like that's like my workout thing as well. And then if I find free time, I listen to it. So that's why it's been quick. In my commute, I finish a lot of it as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right, bro. If
All right.
nothing else, maybe we can